Hi, English learners. My English friend Michael and I are back and ready to rock after our long overdue vacations. In today's conversation, we talk about a fun electronic game that I found out about while on vacation in the States. But before we start with the conversation, I have a really cool tip for you. If you like what we do here, you're sure to enjoy Andrew and Addison's ESL podcast at china232.com. Just like me, Andrew and Ad are tired of the typical boring English learning material and podcasts and have reacted by creating a fun and free conversational podcast. You can find it at www.china232.com. That's www.china232.com. If you're keen on improving your English in a fun and entertaining way, you should definitely check it out. Okay, let's get on with today's conversation. Here we go. Okay, every time I go back to the States, it's usually been a few years since my last visit, and there's always some new gadget or some new thing that's come along that I just, for some reason, hadn't heard about in Sweden. Mm-hmm. And this time it was that 20Q game.
Yeah. No, it's a great little thing. I think we should tell our listeners a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's this unbelievable little game. You just hold it in your hand, and it's computerized. And the idea is for you to think of an object, and then the little game asks you 20 questions, and more often than not, it's actually able to guess what you're thinking about.
Right. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. It's the kind of thing that, you would play this as a party game. I'm thinking of something and then get everybody to ask.
Right.
Isn't that what you call 20 questions?
Yeah, 20 questions.
Okay.
And usually, I think, at least when I play 20 questions with my students, the questions have to be yes or no questions.
Sure. Yeah, you can't say, what color is it? And you have to say green or blue or something like that.
Exactly.
But yeah, on this little thing, there's a yes and a no button, but also there's an don't know and a sometimes button. So the kind of questions that this little thing will ask is something like, it asks you, is it an animal, or is it a mineral or a vegetable or something?
Right.
And obviously, you have to say yes or no.
Exactly, but it asks some questions that are kind of hard to answer. Like if I'm thinking of a guitar, one of the questions might be, does it bring joy to people? And a lot of people get really happy playing guitar or
listening to guitar. Yeah.
Right, but maybe it's hard. So I guess for a question like that, I would tend to put sometimes.
Well, yeah, because my father, for example, hates it when I play the guitar. He really drives him up the wall.
Right.
I like to think that that's actually more to do with my father's dislike of guitar than my inability to play the guitar.
Yeah, let's. One can always hope. Yes,
that's right.
Just kidding. Anyway, it's such a cool little gizmo. And the thing is that I think if you're going to try it, it's really most impressive if it guesses the first thing that you think about, because the first time I tried it, it was my little niece came up to me to show me this cool thing, and she said, here, it'll guess what you're thinking. And I was thinking, yeah, right. Okay. Like, it's really going to guess. So I picked what I thought would be this really hard word. I picked telephone pole. And the darn thing guessed it. I couldn't believe it. I thought from the questions, sometimes you can tell from the questions it asks that, it's going to guess. But from the questions it asked me, I couldn't understand how it could possibly know that I was thinking of a telephone pole.
Well, do you remember last night when we were playing with it, and what was it that we had? Meerkat that it got?
Yeah.
And then seahorse.
Yeah.
As well. That's fairly obscure.
Yeah.
I have to say I did manage to beat it.
Uh-huh.
I think 2 or 3 times. One was string.
Oh, right.
it couldn't get that.
Uh-huh.
And let me think. The other one was titanium.
Right. I wonder if do you know enough about the properties of titanium to give it good answers?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's something that, that's... I'd be impressed if it picked any other kind of metal.
Uh-huh.
I'd be thinking, well, it got pretty close, but it didn't get anywhere near, so...
Okay, right. Okay, so it didn't pick platinum or gold or something like that. Okay.
And I have to say, how long have you had this thing? You got it when you were over...
In the States, yeah.
Okay.
So I think I opened the package about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, have you tried guessing anything rude with it?
Yeah, we did. We took it camping with us, to help keep the little girls entertained who were with us.
Okay.
And us, too. I mean, sometimes we couldn't have campfires where we were camping, so that makes for kind of long evenings when you can't have a campfire. And at one point, after several glasses of wine, we did go through the rude word stage.
Okay, I was just wondering, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it has rude words in its database.
Well, I think there is a gap in the market then for an adult version of
Right.
20Q.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the objective is to think of a rude thing, perhaps a part of the body or a rude action or something.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But that vocabulary is so limited, though. You would have to make it in addition to the normal 20Q.
Yeah, but it's so much fun.
Oh yeah, it's fun when you're easily amused like we are.
So we certainly recommend this little toy to our listeners. It's
really
lots and lots of fun.
Yeah, in fact, I've ordered some extra ones because I think they'd be really good to use in my English classes.
Yeah, no.
It would be fun for the students, and you can practice question forms and things. So
right.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Real English Conversations at betteratenglish.com. An additional thanks goes out to those of you who have generously donated in support of Better at English since our last podcast. We really appreciate your support. If you'd like to help us keep Better at English free, you can help us out immensely by making a donation or even just telling your friends about our website. Posting links on forums and blogs is also really helpful. Before I go, there's a favor I'd like to ask. I've gotten lots of email from people who want to improve their writing. The best way to improve your writing is to do lots of it, but it's also important to get feedback and suggestions from others. So I'm wondering, should we create a forum for our listeners to make it easier for us all to work together and help each other get better at English? I envision it as a place where Michael and I can answer your questions and help you, but also where you can help each other. It sounds like fun. There's only one problem. There's nothing more pathetic than a forum with little or no participation. So I would like to hear from you listeners. Would you like a forum where you can get free help with your English? If I get a yes from at least 50 people before July 5th, I will create one. You can let me know in several ways. You can go to the website and post a yes comment on this episode, and you can vote in the poll on the sidebar of our website. So if you want a forum, make sure to let us know. Okay then, I hope you'll let us know about the forum and that you'll visit our friends at china232.com. We'll see you next time.